All right, what's this episode about? Happy Monday, folks. What's going on? Day in the life of music.
Stuck with it.
I like that title, I think. Are we already at episode?
I was walking
This
my
is the
dog.
Monday series
All four of our
shows that I'm doing. It's not
like back to back.
really a podcast.
And I called you and I'm like, this is the raddest EP ever. We have to do it. And we did. So that was yay for us.
What is going on? Joshua here. Happy Monday. I've got an episode today with my buddy Adam Anderson. He approached me with this topic. It is a little game that he came up with. I think it's really fun. I decided to, as he was telling me about it, we're just having sushi, having dinner, whatever the hell we were doing. And he's telling me about this game, and he's like, I love your concept, and I think I might want to do like a podcast about this or something. I don't know. And I was like, dude, say less. Let's just try it out on my series that I've got going on here and see if it'll work. I think it works great. I think it's a fun little show. It's at least an interesting topic for me, and as a musician. I'm not going to give away all the details of what the show is, but this is basically a little kind of a game show. It's a conversation piece, something you can take to fireside conversation for yourself. If you haven't already, check out Barkeep. That single is out officially. It's on the Troubadours and Tunesmith. What is it? Today's Troubadours and Tunesmiths on Pandora, which I'm very grateful for, and maybe some more playlists to come. We'll see. I don't know, I got nothing else for you. Let's just dive straight into that episode. Thanks for watching, and yeah, you're pretty good.
Can you hear me now?
Do we know what we're doing yet?
I've got chicken scratch written down.
Okay.
And a few notes.
I gotta stop playing with my hair.
I can start.
Does it look okay? Hi there, folks. So today I'm here with my buddy Adam.
Hello.
Adam and I are gonna do a show based on a game that he came up with. It's sort of like we talked about this a little bit. So we've prepared, but we're very unprepared, and that's okay. It's sort of like a would you rather, but better. It's focused on music. I'm gonna let him set it up. But thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us today. And Adam, take it away.
Yeah. Well, hello. Yeah. So it's like the game came up from just always hanging out with other musicians, and you talk about your favorite groups and stuff. But it's like, what really makes one something better than the other? Like,
in terms of the music that you like.
And what does it even mean? What does it really mean to be better or to have a favorite? It's so hard to pick favorites. So this was more, let's pick a would you rather, like these two comparable groups or artists or parts. If they're both playing tonight, across town from each other, so you only make one, which one you going to see?
Sure.
Or you got both. You have time to listen to one CD or what?
Yeah.
So it's,
or even just like as base as like, I mean so let's give a couple of examples.
Yeah.
Because it's very basic. It's sort of like, I'll throw the first one out there. It's the obvious one: Beatles versus the Stones. Some of these are like apples and apples.
Yes.
Apples
like Beatles, Stones, or Biggie versus Tupac.
Sure.
But then you also have things like apples to oranges.
Yeah.
Which would be, which is actually kind of what we're getting to tonight, but today. Well, I can just give the Huey Lewis versus Tom Petty.
Okay.
They're both rock, but it's in their same timeline, but it's not necessarily the exact same comparable.
Yeah.
But it is at the same time.
Well, yeah, but I think another apples to oranges comparison would be like, did you say Madonna and Lady Gaga, or are those more apples to apples? I think that's an apples to oranges.
Madonna versus Gaga would more be cause and effect.
Oh, yeah.
Parent and child. You wouldn't have one without the other.
Right.
Yeah. Which is another one. We had apples to oranges.
It's
not apples to dogs. We just want to make sure it's never apples to dogs.
It's not like completely.
It's not Prince or Fear Factory. You're like, it's still.
It could be like a Prince. We said what did we say? Prince versus David Bowie, but that would be based on like sex appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
should be
not
a fun,
music.
Yeah,
that would be a fun one. We'll do that later.
So
but to your point, today's episode is Tom Petty versus Huey Lewis.
Yes.
Okay.
But then the other comparable things would be parts of the whole. So like Sting versus the Police.
Yeah.
Or Phil Collins or Genesis.
Yeah. Well, and I think to your point, like we can sort of include some of that in the Huey Lewis versus Tom Petty because they both had their backing bands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was one other. Oh, and which version of a group? So Van Halen versus Van Hagar.
Oh yeah. This is gonna stir up some emotions for some musicians out there, for some friends of ours.
And that's the point. I want the emotions. I think a couple broke up at a party where I did this at, and they were having other issues, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And sadly, it made me kind of happy. I did that. I did something.
You know, it can happen. It's never. I mean, that's not your fault.
That's not my fault.
That was coming. That was coming for them.
But it was
I feel like
very
I can say that
comedic
safely.
They said the different bands and they looked at each other like
and it was like
out of
a
TV show. Like, what?
That's a sitcom. Yeah, that would happen on Friends or something.
Yeah.
But that's great. So it's like a drinking game kind of thing, campfire game, whatever. Great. So all right, so we're set up. We know what we're getting into. So that's the show. We're planning on doing a few more of these if you're available to do.
Absolutely, yes.
Adam is a musician. He's a great drummer. You play. Let's talk about who you play with, just real quick.
Anyone who will hire me.
There's that.
I've got in a Brazilian choro group here in town.
Brazilian choro,
which is like folk music. It's kind of the equivalent. An equivalent to bluegrass is to American music as choro is
like
to
traditional
to Brazil.
Yeah.
But they're nowhere close to the same thing. But.
So like mountain music, because that would be like Appalachian bluegrass is, like
this predates samba and predates bossa nova. This is kind of like the roots music.
Got it. Got it.
It means little cry in Portuguese.
Oh wow. Okay.
Quite cool stuff. And then I'm in a polka band.
Okay. Right. You were in the line at with the Titans.
I did the Blue Crew Titans drum line for 8 seasons.
Yeah.
It was time to move on. Go and do something else now, and
you still got to sign my poster.
Yes, as long as I'm on it.
That's right. No, you are. Well, yeah, you are. You gave it to me, so it's
good.
All right, so this is Adam. That's the game show. Let's get started. What do you have for me? So we're going to flip-flop on this. I'm picking the next one.
Yes.
But you picked Huey Lewis and Tom Petty, or we kind of decided it together, but that's what we're going with first. So this is Adam's going to take it from here. So you start us off.
So today's comparison is Huey Lewis or Tom Petty. Mm-hmm. Like they're both playing tonight. Which one you going to see? And what they compare is like they're both, they both kind of made it at around the same time, late 60s, early 70s, and really kind of hit a big stride in the 80s.
Yeah. I'd call them very similar bands. I mean, they've had a very similar trajectory. I guess, Petty was definitely of the, killed the first 2 records, and then the third one's the hit. Although he had some great hits on his first.
Yes.
Yeah. But it wasn't. Well, maybe I guess now that I'm thinking about Petty, because I didn't do any research leading up to this. I'm gonna just full disclosure. Big Tom Petty fan, big Huey Lewis fan. But like Huey Lewis, I think of sports.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Play. Four. Play. Sports. Play. Whatever. 4. But those were like all hits.
Yeah.
Did Petty have an album like that? Where it was
he
just
had a greatest hits. They're both ones where you look at both bands and their greatest hits. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You forget about it, because it's.
Yeah.
They both have such a large catalog.
I'll say it this way, from a comparison perspective, they both have some throwaway albums.
Yes.
Yeah, not that they're bad, but there's, at least in terms of popularity, some throwaway albums.
Yeah.
Some non-commercial hit records. And so, all right. And so my question is are you going to see them? Who are you going to see tonight? Or can we raise the stakes and be like, you got to pick one or the other?
You got to pick. At
least in this situation,
it is you got to pick one or the other.
Because again, if you're breaking up relationships, you got to pick one.
It's not supposed to be. You're not picking your favorite child.
You're not picking.
But this is you're like.
Oh my God.
You're picking which one you prefer at this moment in time. Because tomorrow you could pick. You could totally change your mind. You'll hear that one song and be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I'll be like, why did I pick Tom
If-
Petty or Huey Lewis when Tom Petty's got this song? And really, when I going back and listening to stuff to try and learn, like just remember what's out there, it's like, oh yeah. And like, so like, wait, that's Tom Petty. Like, why? I mean, I knew it was Tom Petty. I just never went, that's Tom Petty.
I will say this. I put together a playlist that had like a bunch of Tom Petty and Huey Lewis on it. And I wasn't mad at anything. It was just, there
might be a song you skip just because, like, yeah, all right.
Sure, yeah, whatever. But you know, I mean, if you're just going to compile a bunch of albums on there, but I was just listening to it was like a greatest hits compilation of Petty and Huey Lewis, and I was like, oh, this is.
So let's see if you got to throw one out.
It's like a yacht rock channel.
You don't listen to the like that'll be today's thing, and then
all right, got it. So no, all right, so we're all in, everybody's in. So all right. Now we got to pick one?
Yeah, we got to pick one.
Are you going first or am I going first?
I'm going.
It's your show, so you get to pick.
Okay. I mean, I'm a Huey Lewis fan myself, so.
Oh, so you're going with Huey?
Huey.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm 100% Tom Petty.
We all make mistakes.
So the stakes have risen. Where do we go from here?
Well, we both know about the groups. Everyone out there should know about. You know, I guess it's just now like comparing. Like, well, what are your why?
Why Tom?
Yes.
You give this to me.
What's your pro Tom?
So I will say this. Even outside of this game, if I had to pick one of the two, I would probably go with Tom. It might depend on the hour. You know,
it does.
But
we prepared for this.
Okay, we are prepared for this. But now in the moment, I'm like, shit. Why am I picking Tom Petty? Only because I do love both. After this, I'm going to switch to Huey Lewis. But but yeah, all right. So Tom Petty. Why Tom Petty? I think just from a songwriter perspective. And I can argue against myself on this point, but I will say, just for the sake of argument, that I think Tom Petty is more of like a traditional songwriter.
Absolutely, he's a troubadour.
Yeah, yes, and I would see Huey, and correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe we don't know this, but like we could Google some shit, but it wasn't Huey Lewis, wasn't that whole group. Sort of like the Heartbreakers. Weren't those just backing musicians and Huey Lewis was like a backing singer, demo singer?
I've heard that. I think that sounds right.
Yeah, and I don't think Petty was that at all. I think Petty is like, I only know he's from Florida because of Pete Holmes, because of his podcast. But yeah, like Tom Petty, like songwriter through and through, you know? He was... I feel like that's true. You can correct me in the comments, YouTube, but please chime in.
They will.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I think just base standard. If I'm gonna put a fight up for Tom Petty, it's that he's like the songwriter, writer of the two.
Absolutely, okay. Yes. He was writing.
Now Huey Lewis, top lines, fantastic. He's a great writer too. I'm not shooting him down. I'm just saying, you know, from like a prolific writing perspective, Huey Lewis was all just like pop all the time, and Petty had a little bit more like some wallflower shit going on. You know, he had some different things, very poppy, very hooky, very, you know, great, you know, it's great hooks. Anyway, what do you got?
I gotta say pro Huey and not anti Tom.
Yeah.
Pro Huey, he just everything was super approachable. Like his songwriting didn't come from like a troubadour background. It was
sure.
It was you know, working
party
class.
vibes.
It was party like I mean, it's not everybody's working for the weekend. That's a different altogether. You know, but it was all about, you know, it was kind of a party band in a sense, and it's just about having a good time. It's not butt rock, but it's just no nonsense. Yeah. It was, you know, Tom Petty, it puts you in a mood of introspective thought, and while Huey Lewis was like, I feel great, you know, it puts you in that happier, and most of the time I don't want to be introspective. I just want to have some fun.
You're listening to music, you're going to put it on.
Something I can listen to all night long to keep me awake. I Can't do that with Tom Petty. It's going to put me to sleep.
Interesting.
In a good way, but
yeah, I would say, well, maybe that's sort of the argument for me is like I'd like the introspection, and I'm probably a headier person. I live up here a lot. It's a problem.
I try to not.
Maybe that's the separation there. But you know who I was thinking of as you were talking? I was like, a good if Huey Lewis and Tom Petty had a baby person. And this might be a far cry, and everybody from New Jersey is going to kick
Huey
me in
Petty?
the ass for this. No, Tom Lewis.
It'd be Tom Lewis.
The artist,
Huey would be the dad.
Well, wait till you hear the baby. Bruce Springsteen is very like blue collar rock and roll, but he's also very introspective, songwriter.
And I'm sure maybe I just need to read in deeper into Huey Lewis's stuff. I'm sure there's some great introspection to be had. But
yeah. Well, what was that movie with what's her face?
Good, thanks. Yeah.
Blondie, huh?
Blondie.
The blonde actress, what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. She's married to a dude from, I can't think of anybody's name. The guy from Coldplay. Their kid's name was Apple.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yes. Wasn't he in a movie with Gwyneth Paltrow? Drive or Drive-In or something like that? And they did that song, I don't know, that's the latest thing I think of with Huey Lewis, because he did that duet with her in that movie.
I just think of American Psycho.
Then there's that.
Which is a great art.
Yeah.
There's your argument.
And that's more era, yeah.
Pro Huey Lewis. Okay. I
would say that's a good reason to go to remove yourself from that. But although that movie has seen a big resurgence with bro podcasters and people like that, I gather lately. Okay, all right. Well, shit. I don't know. I mean, okay. So maybe I need to have a better argument here, but I really feel like just from a bass perspective, yeah, like. Songwriter to songwriter, I think I prefer Tom Petty.
I'll give you that one.
But let's go performer to performer. I think I've never seen either. Have you seen either of them live? I've not in had person. That fortune. Yeah.
Sadly,
I had an opportunity.
We can't
once.
either because I think Huey's done because he can't.
He's
see
done.
Or hear.
Petty's gone. Yeah. So I would say I've heard that Petty's shows are incredible. I've also heard that Huey Lewis's shows are incredible. So, I don't know. I would say Huey Lewis would probably be more of a party. To your point, probably be more of a... But it's a different crowd.
I feel like Huey you want to see in an arena.
Yeah.
Or a big venue. Uh-huh. And Tom Petty would be better at like...
For sure. Give me the up-close and personal listening room experience.
Even Ryman might be too big. Ryman would be one they could both play.
Yeah.
I think Tom Petty would want to go smaller.
Yeah.
And Huey Lewis would want to go bigger.
Yeah. Dude, but to your point though, if I could see either one of them at the station end, I would do it. But I would love to see like a Tom Petty there. To your point, that's a preferred experience for one versus the other. Okay, so... I guess the other thing is, did that just click? Oh no, it was my dog.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess the last little segue here that we need is, because we talked about it earlier, the bands.
Yes.
Okay. So,
on my list, I have Huey Lewis versus Tom Petty, and
then
the next one down is the News versus the Heartbreakers.
Okay.
And I'll let you pick first on.
Oh, all right. Well,
maybe we'll agree today.
Well, I'm gonna stick with my Petty decision on the Heartbreakers. I'm gonna stop there. You please, you pick yours, and then we'll continue.
I would Huey Lewis all day and night, but I think I would rather have the Heartbreakers
as the
over
group.
The News.
Okay.
Yeah, would miss that sweet saxophone, but
we would both miss that sweet saxophone.
But having like 15 keyboard and organ players, however many people were in the...
Yeah. Again, like just from a brass tacks perspective, I love everything the Heartbreakers were on and everything that's just a great production crew. And I would love to see that band live. And in every little iteration of like Tom Petty's career, like what was that group with Roy Orbison and Dylan and what were those guys called? It was a project that Tom Petty.
Yeah, I want to say Storytellers, but that's VH1's.
No, somebody on YouTube's gonna know what it was. again, just like I don't know if it was like a Tom Petty preference to have that band, to keep that band. I don't even know if the Heartbreakers were involved in that project.
Yeah, it was.
But
it was his version of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, kind of.
Yeah.
Let's put all these songwriters together.
Yeah.
Which you would never see Huey Lewis do.
No.
There's a difference. You're a songwriter. I'm a drummer.
True. This is true. I can't separate my hands from my feet, so I can't be a drummer. It's the one thing I've always wanted to do, and I just don't think I can ever do it. All right, so I guess we agree on that point.
Yeah.
But I will say this, like, we talked a little bit about if you had to pick one to cover the other, or like what.
Would you rather like? Was it which Huey Lewis and the Heartbreakers or Tom Petty and the News? And then is it Huey Lewis singing Tom Petty songs? Or is it or is it the News playing is it the other way? I
think that's a TV show. It would be incredible to take like the front man from one band and put him with the band of the other front, and you like swap them.
Now, who are you playing? Is the band playing their songs, or is the band playing his songs?
I think the lead singer has to sing the songs of that. So like, it would be Tom Petty singing the News, singing with the News. Huey Lewis,
so
parts.
Tom Petty doing I Want a New Drug,
right?
In the style of in the style of Huey Lewis, then.
Oh, see, that's a good point.
Or is it Tom Petty singing "I Want a New Drug," but making it his own?
I think it would be better. God, let's just play it like it's a TV show, because that's how I
want to hear all of it. Really?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe there's a progression. Like they do a progression. They do 3 songs. So like the first song would be Tom Petty's just singing "I Want a New Drug" with the band, as recorded, like as expected, in Tom Petty voice, and Huey Lewis is singing "Free Fallin'," I
think "American Girl" would really fall into
Huey Lewis's
range.
Yeah, well, but that would be the point. Is like put him in one that's a little more uncomfortable.
Oh, the "Free Fallin',"
and then let him pick the second song, and then they get to work with the band, right? And kind of maybe rearrange it or redo it a little bit.
But keeping the same song through the whole thing, or are you doing 3 different songs?
I think they could pick their own song on the second one.
And
we're making up the rules as we go.
Yeah.
And then the third one is what the audience wants to hear, kind of thing. So, and it's got to be like on the fly. So even if they have to do it karaoke style,
See, now we got to find a way to do this.
Like, totally, we can't. Well, obviously, we can't do
either of those bands. Yeah. We got to find some bands we can do that with.
Yeah,
that'll be really easy to do it in Nashville, especially with some of the icons. You could probably get Dolly.
Dude, that would be
with that
cool.
last album she did. We're tangenting really hard, and I love it.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool. It would be cool though to get just like some. Maybe we got to pitch this to a venue and do a show. That could be cool.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to get some.
All right, so we have plans.
We have plans.
We've got another episode of this coming up soon. I don't know who I'm going to pick, but I'm picking the next one.
It's fine.
That's all right. Thanks for coming in and
doing
this.
My pleasure, man.
Sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate the showmanship. The competition was healthy and
gets the mind thinking.
Yeah, gets the mind thinking.
But we're not breaking up, so we're
no. I'll stay with it. All right, thanks for watching, folks. I guess we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, that's good enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You feel good about it?
I feel good. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's roll. You can turn this shit off.
So many tangents. Like that really went on to a great tangent. Yeah. It would be.
There you go. I had a good time. Adam's a good friend of mine. Again, I'm sure we'll have him back on, talk about more of these. If you have any suggestions for a versus battle, let me know, because I'm coming up with mine. I think I know what we're gonna do next, but I don't know. I keep going back and forth because there's so many really good options and ways that you can compete some of your favorite artists together and force yourself into an explanation as to why you might choose one versus the other, all in fun and games. So hopefully I didn't offend anybody with my choice. Hopefully Adam didn't offend anybody. He's a lot of fun, isn't he? We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share it with some friends. Take care.